So today let's take up this credit management. Okay. Credit management is nothing but as simple as assume that you have a bank account, which all of you have, and you have 1,000 rupees balance in that. But when you go to ATM and you try to withdraw 1,200 or 1,500 rupees, okay? So SBI will say, or ATM will say, boss, you exceeded your limit, you can't withdraw this amount, right? So somewhere it is comparing your available 1,000 rupees in your account with 1,500 rupees that you are trying to withdraw from ATM. Correct? So it is comparing this 1,000 with 1,500 and giving you the message. If 1,000 is available, if more, it will give a message. If this is 500, it will allow you to withdraw. Okay? Same concept we have in SAP as well. So what all the customer codes that you have created, each customer will have a amount called credit balance. Okay? Each sold to party. Okay, credit balance. I'll show you, I'll tell you where to define that. So if you are creating a sale order more than the credit balance, it will give you error. If it is less than the credit balance, it will allow you to create the order. Okay? Clear concept here. Now let's see. So assume that we'll go with this only, latest one which we used. 03. This is 16 maybe, okay. /2029 /OVA03. I'll go with this case. Okay. So 306. Okay. Assume that 306 is the customer code. Yes, some amount. If we are creating more than that, it should give us error. But before that, we need to know few things. Those are, the first one is open orders.
Sir, recording on है?
Open invoices. Okay. So open orders are nothing but the orders which are just created without any delivery or invoice, like this. I just created this order. That's it. No delivery, no invoice. Open delivery is nothing but order for whom delivery is created, but it is not yet PGI'd or invoiced. Open invoices, invoice is created, order, delivery, invoice is done, but accounting is not yet done. These are the three cases. Now system will consider all these values for this 306 customers. So kitne open orders hai, plus kitne open deliveries hai, plus kitne open invoices. It will sum all the values. Then it will compare with the credit limit. Okay. Now here it's 270 euros something. Okay. Plus itne kiske kitne open deliveries hai uska sum leke total everything the system will do. We don't need to worry. Now let us see the configuration part. In configuration part, we'll go step by step. The first one that we need to define is credit control area. Okay. This will be done by SAP FI team. We won't be doing it in real projects. Here we can do, since this is a practice system, we have access to everything, but in projects, only SAP FI consultants will have access. Okay. Second, assign. I'll shortcut, just use this CCA, okay, credit control area, to company code. Okay. Third one, credit management configuration. इसके बाद आता है update pricing procedure. Then finally maintain credit limit. Okay, all these 5 steps is what we'll be seeing today. In this first 2 are pretty simple. Fourth one is simple but very important. Third and fifth, little bit of time it will take, 5 minutes. Okay, not. Okay. Let us see one by one. The first one is credit control area. So the path for that would be /o SPRO. इसमें enterprise structure definition. Since it is done by FI consultants, it won't be under sales and distribution, it will be under financial accounting. And this, here we have something called defined credit control area. So, यहाँ पे जाके already created. We will use the standard ones. We don't need to create a new ones. Either 0001 or 1000. These two typically in practice system we are using. Real time में वो FI consultants देख लेंगे. We don't need to worry. Now, we need to assign this credit control area to our company code. Okay. So, throughout day 1, we were using 0001 as company code, right? So, अभी देखेंगे कि 0001 company code को कौन सा assign है. It will be in assignment because we are assigning, right? So, it will be in assignment, financial accounting, यहाँ पे assign company code to credit control area. We'll go this. Okay. So, 0001 company code को the credit control area assigned is 0001. Okay, 2 steps. Both done by FI. ठीक है? These 2 steps are done. Yes. Now coming to the third part. Now actual credit management. Since it is under sales and distribution, I need to go to sales and distribution. यहाँ पे इसमें जाके मुझे basic functions expand करो. Then यहाँ पे credit management, risk management एक tab है. Okay, so just expand this. And यहाँ पे credit management है this. Okay, yeah. So इसमें first thing is credit group. Okay, credit group is nothing but I can do my credit check at order level, delivery level or PJ level. 3 levels I can do. Very important interview question. Order level, delivery level, PGI level. Okay. Now you might think why at 3 levels? Usually order पे रहना है. Yes. Okay. But again it depends on type of business you are in. Okay. So if you are into some pharmaceutical FMCG industry, if that is your client, where the movement of goods is very fast. सुबह ऑर्डर बनेगा, by evening you should dispatch, PGI invoice हो जाना है. In such scenarios, it's always good to check at order level. Order create करते टाइम ही चेक हो कि भाई चेक करो कि कस्टमर का क्रेडिट लिमिट है या नहीं, उसके बाद ही ऑर्डर प्लेस करो. But assume that if you are into business of some heavy industry equipment manufacturing, ship manufacturing, plane या train, some any big manufacturing wherein you'll get order, it will be billions of orders, right? Crores of order का रहेगा, वो 5-10 रुपए का नहीं रहेगा. ऑर्डर आज बनेगा बट डिलीवरी उसका 6 महीने, 1 साल, 2 साल के बाद रहेगा, डिलीवरी एंड पीजीआई. So when you know that it will take 1 year, crores of orders, and do you expect that customer should maintain immediately 5 crores, 6 crores limit? No, right? You lose business if that is the case. You can't say some big corporation, boss, you don't have limit, I'll not create order. No. Okay. So in that case, they have different terms of payments. They'll not release all the payment at once. Partial payment में रहेगा. इसलिए you'll say them, boss, okay, you keep paying till PGI, you should clear the amount. So while doing PGI or delivery, I'll do the credit check. If you have sufficient balance, yes, else nahi, something like that. Clear? Why the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now this credit group is at which level you want to do the credit check. Either it's at order, delivery or goods issue, that's it. There's no invoicing at time, no credit check, because you're doing invoice, it means the customer has sufficient balance. Only then you'll go for invoice. Before that, only we should do all these checks. Okay. Now here, define automatic credit control area. This I'll come in 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So credit management is configured based on 3 important parameters. The first one is credit control area, 0001 that we have seen. The second one is credit group, either sale order, delivery or PGI at these 3 levels. And the third is something called as risk category. Okay. Now what is this risk category? So in SAP, whenever you create the credit master, which we'll be seeing in next 5-10 minutes, each customer will be categorized into a different category. Okay. Whether it's a high risk, low risk, medium risk, something. Okay. All customers won't be same, right? So the dealers who are doing very good business for good amount of time, paying you prompt payment without any issues, you will categorize them as low risk customers. But if there are some new customers which just joined today, you'll put them under high risk. Or there are some customers saying, okay, business at times are not paying, at times they're paying well. You'll categorize them as medium risk customer. Okay. So based on these 3 categories, we will do our credit management in this. Okay. This is the configuration. This complete part is mostly FI business will give us what needs to be done. Okay. The important fields that we need to know here are, this is a technical part, no issues. This credit limit seasonal factor. Okay. Now I'll tell the concept of this, why we use this or where we use this. Assume that Amit is a manufacturer of quality or scoops ice cream. Okay. And he has say 100 customer codes or 100 dealers across India who have different credit limits. Okay. Now Amit knows that his peak season is April, May, June, summer season in India. Okay. And the sale of his ice creams will be more during these 3 seasons only. So whatever profit he has to earn, he can earn only during these 3 months. Now there's a dealer who has say 2000 rupees credit limit. But Amit knows that in his area sales will be high. So the dealer can't order more than 2000 worth goods. But Amit wants to sell. So what Amit will do, he'll come here and he'll increase his credit limit by some percentage. Okay. Say 30% kar do, bada do. From April 1st to June 31st June तक. Okay. So that automatically उसका 30% से बढ़ जाएगा, 2600 हो जाएगा. Not just that dealer, for all the dealers who satisfy this criteria, सभी का credit limit system में automatic 30% से बढ़ जाएगा and they can order more. Ultimately they'll pay. That's up to Amit or business to know to which dealer they should activate or not. This is just to make sure that their sales are increasing. Raincoats ka rainy season mein depends on products. Simple. Instead of going and increasing by 111 each member, so it's as good as if some Indian government says that boss, all of you will be getting say 10% of whatever is in your savings account. Then banks won't go and for each and every person they'll calculate how much is balance plus 10% add. No, they'll just write a program, add 10% to everyone, automatically add ho jayega. Ye bhi something similar to that. Understood team? Seasonal factor.
Yes.
Okay. And now here we have this dynamic check. So how you want system to react? Okay. Whether you want system to give error or a warning message, how you want it to react is what we'll just mention here. If it's no message, nothing. Such system will not show you why it is blocked. But usually we'll use A or B, any one of these options. Now let us. This clear configuration part? Then now, this is another important part, a small piece but very important. Now credit limit of 306 is say 200 rupees. Okay. But here we are creating order of 270 euros. Okay. So it is more than his credit limit for this Ashish enterprise. So somewhere system is comparing this 270 with 200 and it will throw an error that boss, your credit limit has exceeded. Now how system is doing this comparison is via this, the fourth step in update pricing procedure. So what we should do is we should go to our pricing procedure, conditions, analysis, ZKYU2. Okay, I'll go to this ZKYU2 /O. Okay, ZKYU2. Okay. In this pricing procedure, I'll come and I'll tell system there's a column called subtotal. So here I need to put value A. Usually gross total will. Okay. So ये A लगाने से क्या होगा? What system will do is ये जहां भी यूज होगा, जितना भी gross total होगा, automatically system will compare it with the credit limit. If you don't put this, then nothing will work. This is very, very important step. Okay. Okay. And last, ये step है. Okay. Assign sales document. तो आप कौन से ऑर्डर टाइप्स या डिलीवरी टाइप्स को क्रेडिट मैनेजमेंट करना चाहोगे, ओनली देन इट विल वर्क, एल्स अगर कुछ नहीं रखोगे तो नहीं चलेगा. सो ZASH ऑर्डर टाइप फाइल टेक, ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ पे क्रेडिट चेक लग गया है. आई मीन सिस्टम विल डू अ क्रेडिट चेक फॉर दिस ZASH ऑर्डर टाइप. Same way for ZVIS, ZPAN, you need to go and check. Mostly it will be there because you are copying it from standard. Okay, credit management automatic. Anyways, I'll cross check. ZVIS को है, ZPAN का भी है. ठीक है. Now last but not the least, we need to define the credit limit for each and every customer that you create. Okay. So the T code to do that is FD32. Okay. ये भी FI करता है, but since sale order gets affected, it will come to you usually issue. Again हमें FI को redirect करना है. /N. FD32 is nothing but उसका बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे डाल रहे हो, something like that. Okay. So 306 customer, 0001 credit control area, enter, 1-2-3 बार इंटर की, you should get this screen. Okay. तो यहाँ पे देखिए क्रेडिट लिमिट, यहाँ पे हम इसका क्रेडिट लिमिट लगाएंगे. We'll keep some small amount so that we know it will definitely fail. I'll just put some 2 euros, 200. Okay. और यहीं पे we have risk category, whether this 306 is high risk, low risk or medium risk. Okay. For now I'll put into risk categories. Okay. Abhi now I have defined the limit for this customer 306, which is 200 euros. अभी 200 के ऊपर अगर ऑर्डर बनेगा तो ऑटोमेटिक हमें एरर देना है, देखेंगे. मेंटेन हो गया. लेट्स /A01. $306 का ही हमने लिमिट डिफाइन किया है, 306 को ही. ऐसे ईच एंड एवरी सोल्ड टू पार्टी जितने भी बनेंगे सभी का SAP बिजनेस यूजर वो लोग करेंगे मेंटेन. इट्स नॉट अप, बट हमारा काम उनको कॉन्फ़िगर करके देना है. Okay. 200 ही था, but I'm using 1980. Let us see. additional value in this mandatory. ऑर्डर बन गया, एक फुल साइकिल रन कर दूंगा, उसके बाद एक फुल रिफ्रेश. 2029/NVA02 810/NVA01 इक्वल्स हो गया पूरा. Now let us try to create one more order. So it should give error. अभी भी नहीं दे रहा है. $990 ZQIU2 दिया है. चेंज व्यूज 0001 ओके हो गया है. प्राइसिंग प्रोसीजर हो गया, ऑर्डर टाइप को भी हो गया. एवरीथिंग इज इस कैटेगरी FD32. $99.9% यूज हो चुका है. अभी शायद आएगा, देखेंगे. अरे यार 6 VOV7 /in यहाँ पे हो गया. देन डिफाइन क्रेडिट ग्रुप, असाइन सेल्स, ऑर्डर टाइप, ASH, क्रेडिट लिमिट तो दिया है. यस, क्रेडिट ऑर्डर इस पे तो दिया है. देन प्राइसिंग प्रोसीजर अपडेटेड. UI2 control, pricing procedure. यह सब टोटल ए भी दिया है हमने. ग्रॉस पे 769 स्टिल. ओके, ये क्या है देखेंगे. आशीष का कौन सा कंपनी कोड रहा है. 0001 का 0001 क्रेडिट कंट्रोल एरिया है. यहाँ पे लिमिट भी एक्सीड हो चुका है. क्रेडिट यूज्ड 99.99. दिस कैटेगरी 001 here. Goods credit limit 0100010101 सेल्स ऑर्डर. क्या है यहाँ पे हमने डी दिया था. डायनामिक ये. ओके, डायनामिक क्रेडिट चेक, क्रेडिट लिमिट एक्सीडेड बाय सो एंड सो. सो ऑलरेडी भाई ये कस्टमर का आप क्रेडिट लिमिट एक्सीड कर चुके हो. नाउ यू कांट क्रिएट एनी मोर ऑर्डर्स फॉर दिस कस्टमर इज व्हाट सिस्टम इज सेइंग. यहाँ पे एक चेक बॉक्स मिस हो गया टीम. ये चेक बॉक्स डायनामिक. विश्वा, आशीष, अमित, क्लियर कॉन्सेप्ट. ठीक है, तो अभी इसके लिए हमें क्या करना है. इधर यू नीड टू पे द बिल्स. जो भी अभी आपने इनवॉइस बनाया ना, व्हेन कस्टमर पेज दैट अमाउंट देन FI टीम विल क्लियर दैट बिल. बाय डिफॉल्ट अगेन उसका क्रेडिट लिमिट बढ़ जाएगा यहाँ पे. या तो फिर यहाँ पे यू नीड टू कम एंड इंक्रीज द क्रेडिट लिमिट. तो कितने अमाउंट का दिखा रहा है उतने अमाउंट से, उससे ज्यादा अमाउंट से आपको क्रेडिट लिमिट बढ़ाना है. ओनली देन इट विल वर्क. ओके, एक बार आएगा पॉप. फिर से करेंगे बैकस्लैश ये 01. कस्टमर देते ही इतना 41459200 इतने यूरो से ऑलरेडी एक्सीड हो चुके हैं. मेरे अकाउंट में है 200 रुपए, बट इतने ऑलरेडी मैं खर्च कर चुका हूँ. सो आई नीड टू क्लियर दैट डेट टू द कंपनी, दिस कस्टमर, ओनली देन इट विल गिव. तो अभी ऑर्डर क्रिएट करते टाइम जो भी ऑर्डर बना रहा है बिजनेस वाला, रेडी लैब्स हो या ITC का, इट्स डिफिकल्ट फॉर दैट पर्सन टू गो एंड चेक मैन्युअल, राइट, कितने क्रेडिट लिमिट कितना है ये कस्टमर का. द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ SAP इज एवरीथिंग शुड बी ऑटोमेटेड. सो इस तरह SAP ने ऑटोमेट कर दिया. तो अभी ये बंदा डायरेक्ट बोलेगा वो डीलर को, बॉस योर लिमिट इज एक्सीडिंग, सॉरी आई कांट क्रिएट योर ऑर्डर, you please clear the previous dues, then I can create the order. Simple. So अगर हम ये डिलीवरी टाइप पे देंगे, so it will work at delivery level. not at order level. Define and document delivery types यहाँ पे LF हमारा डिलीवरी टाइप है, तो यहाँ पे जो भी आपका डिलीवरी टाइप होगा यहाँ पे आप 02 दोगे, देन इट विल वर्क एट योर डिलीवरी लेवल. तो काफी लोग ऑर्डर और डिलीवरी दोनों लेवल पे भी रख लेते हैं, डिपेंडिंग ऑन देयर रिक्वायरमेंट. ऑर्डर, डिलीवरी, पीजे तीनों लेवल पे भी रख लो, बट आइडियली कुछ एक जगह पे रखेंगे तो बेटर है, क्योंकि इतने लाखों ऑर्डर्स बनते रहते हैं, हर एक ऑर्डर ब्लॉक पे जाएगा. नाउ आई कैन सेव दिस ऑर्डर, नॉट एन इशू, बट आई कांट प्रोसीड विथ फर्दर स्टेप्स. आई विल शो यू दैट. इट वोंट अलाउ मी टू क्रिएट डिलीवरी. 2 1 ये हो गया. ओके, इधर पे जाऊंगा. I got that block, but still I can go ahead and save the order. System will allow. Okay, here it's based on this setting. Yeah. यहाँ पे डी लगाया मैंने. डी लगाया तो ऑर्डर सेव नहीं करने देगा, बट अगर मैं वही सी लगाऊंगा, so it all depends on what kind of setting you do. Okay. Warning या error. Warning means system will give a warning but allow you to save the order. Error means system won't allow you to save the order. Since we have taken D, it is B plus something value, but I'll make it C now. Okay. And save. तो बिना वार्निंग और इसका क्यों पूछोगे, तो कोई यू नो अ डीलर हु इज डूइंग वेरी गुड बिजनेस, यू नो दैट ही पे और स्मॉल अमाउंट से बढ़ रहा है, देन उसके लिए ठीक है भाई, वार्निंग है छोड़ दो, अलाउ हिम टू क्रिएट द ऑर्डर, ही क्रिएट द पे द अमाउंट लेटर. बट इफ यू नो समवन दैट फॉर श्योर दे वोंट पे, उनके लिए इट्स ऑलवेज गुड टू पुट एन एरर. यू शुडंट बी एबल टू क्रिएट द ऑर्डर. दैट्स द डिफरेंस. दैट्स इट. इट्स ऑल बिजनेस रिलेटेड. नाउ हाउ यू वांट सिस्टम टू कॉन्फिगर, वी कैन डू इट. पे आके फिर डॉक्यूमेंट्स बैक. अभी सिर्फ वार्निंग है ये, इट्स इन्फॉर्मेशन नॉट एन एरर कि भाई तुम्हारा क्रेडिट लिमिट एक्सीड हो चुका है पॉपअप, बट इट विल अलाउ मी टू क्रिएट द ऑर्डर बिकॉज आई हैव चेंज द सेटिंग टू सी. जस्ट गिव मी वार्निंग. बट नाउ व्हेन आई ट्राई टू डू डिलीवरी, it will say order is incomplete, you can't proceed. So let's see, 20300 /VA02. अगर मैं इसका डिलीवरी बनाने जाऊंगा, then order blocked for delivery as a result of credit check. So I need to create the credit check, only then I can proceed with delivery and PG and invoice. Till then it will be open order only. And in order, where can I see whether block is there or not? Come to VA03. Header level पे status tab है, यहाँ पे रहेगा देखो, credit status is not up. That's why it is blocked. Okay, clear? Amit, Ashish, Vishwa. Okay. Now there's a manual T code given by SAP to clear one order. If assume that 306 has created 50 orders, all are in credit block. But what he's a very good customer and he'll say, boss, please at least clear this order. This is very urgent. Dealer is waiting. I need to supply this. Then what the business persons can do, only this particular order they can release manually. There's a T code for that, VKM3, to manually release a credit block order. To release manually VKM3. So using this, what they'll do, they'll give the sales document in that only for this order. Don't remember that, not for all the orders or the customer, only this particular order. And access will be given to very few persons. It won't be given to all of them from business. Okay, some finance head or someone only will have access to this because it's a very crucial T code. You just check that sale order and click on this release and save. Now that block will be gone from that sale order. Okay, order has been released. Now /MVA03. If I check, but this also will be taken lot of approvals and steps. Okay, it's now released. Credit. Now the dealer can proceed with delivery PG and invoice for this order, though there is no amount in his credit balance. A workaround SAP has given. Okay, so that it shouldn't be too rigid on the business. Okay? Because they know, I mean, payment के time probably बैंक सर्वर के वजह से कुछ पैसे नहीं आए, but they know that payment is done already, check issues, something if happens, then in this case, okay, payment आ जाएगा कल परसों तक, order release कर दो, we will settle it later kind of thing, manually.